Hey guys, today we're going to look at some different types of bait stations for rat poison. So I've tried a few different ones over the years, and I got them laid out here. These are good if you have children or pets around, or chickens or any kind of livestock. You don't want them getting into your rat poison. So what I got here is it's a red top. I really like this one because it comes with a key, so you don't have to worry about children getting into it, and it opens real simple. It's real easy to open, and you can see it holds 2 blocks of poison, and the mice seem to love it. See, they got a hole on each end and it passes right through. So they like it because it's nice and dark in there, and they can get in here and they can just walk around and they feel real safe. So they'll eat on the poison. You can see I had this in my pole barn and they've been eating on it. So that's a good one. I've had some in the past, like throwaway ones, and they have a clear window on here and you can kind of look at the poison. The mice don't seem to like those as much. They love this particular box. So that's the red top. And then this is a newer one I've had a little less time. I bought a dozen of these at one time and just placed them all around. And this one is a bit smaller. It's kind of similar. It has a hole on each end and you can place it up against the wall, and it comes with a key also. This one's a little tricky to open. You have to push the key in and kind of pull back on it. Okay, and it has little tabs here. See those little tabs? And then you would place your bait in here. Now this only holds 1 bait, so you have to get it's best to get the blocks, the square blocks for this one, because if you get this type of bait right here that's kind of big and round, it doesn't really fit in there real good. It won't close real easy. You can get it to close, but it'll be a little bump there. And the mice seem to like this one pretty well too. I've got a bunch of these all over around our pole barn and different buildings around the farm here. So that one's pretty good. These are a little cheaper. That's the Protecta. I don't like it as much as this one here, and the mice seem to like this one better. There's a little more room in there for them to walk around. And then if you have rats, neither one of these will work real good for rats because the hole's just too small for the rats to get in there and get the poison. So for rats, I've got these Rat X bait stations. Now these are pretty inexpensive, and I like them, but not the best because there's so many holes in them. See, there's 2 holes on this side and 2 holes on that side that passes right through. So it'd be better if they had just the 2 holes on the front and then had this blocked off, because the mice or the rats will get more comfortable in there. You know, be a little more hidden, more apt to stay in there. So this one, the lid just snaps on like that. And then there's a tab on either side here, one here and one here, that kind of catch. So this is the reason I don't like it that much, because it feels like you're going to break it every time you open it. See the 3 tabs. Hopefully you can see that. The lighting's not the best in here. 3 tabs on there, and then those 2 just catch, and this one has a little thing where you can pull it up. But these are nice. You can stick your bait right in the middle here. It's got a post. It's got a metal post, and most of your rat poison has a hole in it, so you can just drop them on there. And if you, depending on the rat poison you get, you may be able to fit 2 of them on there. With this one you can't, but you could pull that post out of there and you could lay your rat poison in this way. That way maybe you can fit 2 of them in there easier, which I've done that. Pull that metal post out. This makes it a little easier for them to gnaw on it, but you're gonna have to check it more often if you've only got 1 in there. And you got, the mice will get in here too. This is good for mice or rats, but it's got the big opening. That's like a 2-inch opening, so a rat can get in there pretty easily. And it's got here, place this side up against the wall. So that's the Rat X. Now that one, it's not, see how it's a little flimsier, but they're not real expensive either, and that'll keep your dog from getting into the rat poison. If you got a dog or any farm animals, they can use these outside. If you use, like what I got for rat poison, is the Ramic. You can see that. The Ramic mini bars. And I'm just putting in this bucket. They come in, these come in a plastic bag, like a Ziploc type bag. And these are for outdoor use. They're kind of waxy. They got some kind of wax in them or something. And it says it's mold and moisture resistant right on there. This is kind of a medium. This is the ingredient they got, that poison. And for what I've looked that up, it's kind of a medium poison. It's not going to kill them with 1 bite. It's not the weak poison, but it's kind of in the middle. There's a couple different types of poison, but these are good for outdoor use. Like if you got moisture, like in the pole barn here, we got gravel floor, so this works good because there's some moisture that comes through the gravel. That way it won't get all moldy, and the mice will keep on eating on it. So that's what I use around here for controlling mice and rats. And if you put enough of these out, it'll keep them under control, whether the mice and the rats aren't too bad. But this is my favorite for mice. And as far as for rats, I just use this one. Some of the buildings where I know the chickens can't get in and the dogs can't get in, I just throw these on the floor. And some of the buildings that never, that don't open too much and leave open. But in the pole barn, sometimes I have the garage door open. And if you want to have a box like this, if you have any kind of animals running around, so they don't get into your poison. So there you go, guys. That's a few options that I've found. Now there's a lot more different boxes than this, but these are just ones I've used, and I like these pretty well.